Okay, hello everybody. Welcome back to VR Master League Season 2, Week 8. Getting ready to get going with hopefully the rest of our less chaotic streams tonight. Fingers crossed. So coming in here with 3 matches in a row, but starting off with Turbo versus Galaxy. And I'm Palidore here on the casting desk, being joined by Adamr.fly. And how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Oh, pretty good, all things considered. A lot of interesting stuff again happening in that last stream, as mentioned. And
hello.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Can he not hear me? I can hear you. Well, this is a good way to start. I'm feeling confident, Twitch chat. I'm feeling very confident. Round 1 about to begin, though. Galaxy and Turbo. See Tom in there. By the way, if you get a chance, Full Metal Jacket has a game Sunday versus High Ping. Duly noted. And first joust underway. Are you with me, Adam? Can you hear me?
Yes, I am. I seem to have some technical issues, but I don't know what's going on.
Okay, well, something you need to figure it out, go ahead. I got the cast, and you just let me know when you're good to go. Right now, we're off and underway here in the first round. It's Galaxy coming in with Unguarded 4, Chucky Joseph, Furcar, Knife Rich, and over on the orange side, it's Turbo with Techno Wubs, Interceptor, Red Ace, and Lucy Goosey. So good to see them on the stream as Furcar getting a little loose there and dishing it off to Chucky. Right back at him. Pass a bit strong, but nice attempt, and that's going to go to the wedge here. So Unguarded 4 now up to Knife Rich, trying to knife it through, but no success on that one. Anchor shot taken back, and that's back here now to the side of Chucky. Now Chucky bounces it off that barrier, going to be reached by Unguarded 4. A nice shield there, going for that ender play, and going on the defender to make the play. That's Unguarded 4, 58, doing a lot of great things on the offensive side that entire stretch down the floor. So will be first 2 points on the board, the side here of Galaxy. And now continuing on. All right, so the Interceptor, the veteran player there, going for that nice pass as well as the punches in the back line. You can see how important those stack breakages are because it's going to make the way for a goal. Now Unguarded 4 almost got the save, but still going in nonetheless. But I mean, you see just how important that was from Interceptor, and that's something that teams should always, be well aware of and pay attention on doing is, not throwing the disc too early when you're QBing, especially if there's a stack looming. You want to try your best to obviously not throw a bad pass or throw an interception, but you do want to give yourself enough room so you can break the stack and not just have them assaulting whoever your receiver is of that second pass. That said, being assaulted there by a lot of interference. Some good punches going through. It's Furcar with a disc now, however, and Furcar is going to back it over to the station, aka the old Metamerc Island. I don't think it's called that anymore, however, but nonetheless, Knife Rich does get the disc here, and is going to make his way into the bubble, actually just breaking and then finding Furcar now. It's Furcar diving through, but good pick off by Red Ace. Oh, very well placed pick at that off the save, and now sticking with a stun. That's the second time Unguarded's gone for it. And always a risky move, but it's paid off twice now as a disc gets knocked loose, however, off of those stuns and back into Knife Rich's hands. Anchors down, dings it off the post. So we're seeing some of those ender moves, those anchor shots. We're seeing a lot of the stees being thrown in here left and right, but it's only to the tune of a tied-up game so far. And you back in with it?
Yes, I am back. Yeah, it's getting really close here. In this match so far, with only a couple minutes into this match, it's still 2-2. But yeah, now getting brought down to the bottom by a Furcar and trying to send it in before the 2-pointer up above the goal and getting pretty dangerous towards the outside of the bubble here. Inverted, now looking to hang it off the post and maybe into the goal, but not quite working out for him.
So far we're seeing basically what do they call that, like in basketball and such, where you have like $100 moves and then $1 finishes, but finally after several attempts, Chucky Joseph is able to close it with the 4 points now to 2.
Yeah, it looks like they're just going to pull through on that one. And now it looks like it's going to be Turbo with the Joust advantage. Coming out, we're going to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, now Q being with it. Interceptor there now getting really aggressive with that defensive stack was Galaxy, so this time making a little bit of adjustments, but you know what? Interceptor adjusted very well. That said, so did this stack because you know what? They got back end to end, and you see, because that time they weren't broken up. Well, what happened? They got to the other end to assault the receiver. Exactly what I was talking about. Just so dangerous trying to deal with that speed and now deal with these passing plays.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have some great passing and great plays as Knife Rich takes that one from Chucky Joseph and smacks it right into the front side of the goal.
Yeah, really nice plays there being shown, and it's all predicated off of that boost. The nice defensive joust there. The whole sack play, right? Sacking the QB, and just causing all kinds of aggression and trouble there. And look, they did it again twice now. Some nice redirects being shown here from Galaxy. I mean, the reflexes are insane on the save now from Unguarded 4, so that bounced everywhere except the bottom of the goal, and Galaxy looking pretty good.
And it looks like they are going to take their time with those passes, as we see once again as Chucky Joseph takes that one and sort of moves it over to the left now, getting those really nice cross passes. I'm looking to move it into the bubble, maybe for the two-pointer right off that hard angle. Knife Rich is going to take that one and smack it right there.
Yeah, put some oomph into that, or should I say put some oof into that. Hello, Mr. Oof in the Twitch chat, and my friend Bird Friend, as well as Ryan Wolves. We got birds, and have you heard this game is absurd. 8-2, 4 points on the board for Galaxy, but Turbo not far behind, and I'm glad to be casting both of these teams again. It's been a little while, unfortunately, but I love to get these streams in and get to see these teams that I know, but just haven't seen. And right now, well, they saw the goal, but they didn't see it go in, unfortunately.
Yeah, it looks like Unguarded 4 is going to take that one and still take his time here, playing a game of chess as he tries to move it over to the right side, but just a quick missed pass might be a loss for them, as it looks like it's going to be turned over into Lucy Goosey's hand, now trying to send it all the way down, but getting lost in the neutral islands. And now looking for some sort of play or a pass back to Lucy Goosey once again, and maybe looking for that clear, trying to get a regrab down here as that missed catch goes through, but quickly recovered by Knife Rich.
And back to Furcar goes over at the pack, has a reset option, and they will go for it. So Unguarded 4 diving off, taking the pass now gently down the floor to Chucky, and a handoff to Furcar. I like the passing, but that said, some good brawling, and now Techno Wubs going to be stunned as well if he's not careful, and that disc flying to the bow tie now.
Yeah, Galaxy is really just taking their time, and that's just going to help them succeed in this game, is that just those slow passes and really intricate plays are going to help them a lot with getting open for those points. And speaking of slow passes and nice passes, it's going to go over to Furcar and in for the goal right outside on the three-pointer zone.
Yeah, nice shot from Furcar. Threw a little hesitation in there. You can see with the jukes, just enough to, boom, anchor it home. That's 11-2, and that is a hot shot from Furcar.
Yeah, now coming out of the launch tunnel here is going to be Turbo with Joust advantage, and looks like whoever that was is going to send it down to Red Ace 96. And now he's taking his time, maybe trying to learn from Galaxy a little bit as he sort of waits it on his side a little bit. Now just waiting for some sort of pressure, but he is in the loss here, and he's just wasting precious time to get it into the goal. But it looks like they're not going to take any more of that time as they do try to send it up and might get it into the goal. But as they're pressured here and trying to get an open slot here, Techno Wubs for the goal. Yeah, really well played. Just smacked it out of there into the center. Techno Wubs just going to take that one and slam it right in the front.
Yeah, nice job by Techno Wubs. They really needed that shot. Been a lot of scoring droughts here in this round for their opener on the side of Turbo. And I know, Techno Wubs and Turbo here as a team, I mean, I was doing a lot of their streams, especially early on, just kind of worked out that way, where I had a lot of their early matches. And they were definitely a team who were impressing me a whole lot. And Techno Wubs was leading the scoring department so many times off of those big matches that they had. So it's good to see them here again, and good to see Techno scoring. But right now they're just trying to defend And that's just going to be the round ending in 1 minute with a pretty hefty lead for Galaxy.
Yeah, Turbo might be able to pull off another quick stunt here and maybe try to get a 3-pointer or a 2-pointer in these last seconds, but we're just gonna have to find out here, as it looks like they are gonna have this joust advantage once again. With only 45 seconds left in the match, it looks like Interceptor is gonna take that one and send it over to Lucy Goosey. Now trying to make that pass. TechnoWubs is gonna take that Duke out for the steal and in for the goal for the 2-pointer. Now 30 seconds left in the match.
Yeah, nice hit. So even though the first round might be in the books here, well, will be in the books, still nice job in the last minute or so to get some goals going again. 2 goals for TechnoWubs there in the last 90 seconds-ish, and that's something they can carry over for sure. We see it a lot. And yeah, round about to end, but 13-6, and still, relatively speaking, pretty close. I mean, I think round 2 could be a lot different now.
Yeah, now that they maybe Turbo is learned from their mistakes and maybe watching out for Galaxy's plays, they might be able to learn from that and maybe adapt to their play style. Maybe change it up a little bit and maybe bring it in close, or maybe even take it in for the win and bring it into round 3.
Yeah, absolutely. So see how that pans out here going into the next 10 minutes of play. See in the Twitch chat there, so Mr. Oof saying you're a rostered member of Turbo now. See, I can never keep up. I try to, but man, with 1,100 players and such, it's just it's impossible. Just about. I feel like there's so many changes happening as of late, and then I had the whole internet issues, lack of internet for basically 4 days, and then it's like I missed everything happening. You miss one day, and just so much stuff goes on. So, but hey, that's the beauty of the chaos that is competitive play, and especially with 170, 180, whatever teams now in the league.
Yeah, for some reason I'm still hearing comms. Okay, I just muted them. Never mind. But yeah, you gotta live through the technical issues sometimes, like I just had. But it seemed to fix out itself as we do go into this second round here now with the neutral joust. Galaxy is going to pull in with the first win of round 1. But we might be able to see Turbo pull this one out in round 2.
Well, with a very hot joust, it will be side of Galaxy, at least with the initial touch. Let's see if they maintain it. Looks like they will, so that's going to go down to the trench, but be recovered by Interceptor, and appropriately taking that one out of midair and sending it right through into the opposite trench now, as it will reach the hands of TechnoWubs. So hold on, missing the shot. However, that would have been a great start for them had they got it. And now it's just a rebound for Chucky.
Yeah, and once again taking those nice passes right over to the center, and maybe trying to look for that clear of that pass, but just getting hooked right around over into the right side as I think that was Red Ace takes that one and tries to send it back out. But not quite working out as it is back into Galaxy's hands.
Interesting maneuver there. I don't think that was on purpose, but a self-pass no less, taking a funny bounce right back at him. That said, TechnoWubs having it bounce, well, right back to him as well, and that's going to be sent on a slap clear. But look at the 3 boosted players. Galaxy's speed in this match. Not only the speed, but their ability to redirect, change directions on their stacks so quickly has been nothing short of impressive to me.
Yeah, so I think Galaxy has a plays, they have the speed, and all Turbo needs is just to adapt to it, like I've said before. And I've noticed that I don't think they're linking up fast enough to receive their clears. But it looks like Furcar is going to take that one in for the 2-pointer there. Yeah, right outside of the left of the bubble. Oh, I stumbled that one a little bit. But yeah, now Galaxy, a minute and 32 seconds into the match, they get the first 2-pointer.
That's when you just turn into a rhyme, a stumble in the bumble or something like that. I don't know, kind of had to force it. But either way, cover up the mistakes with just weird wordplay is what I always do. I've had to do it a lot today. Anyways, Furcar with a disc is going to try and make a play. Oh, looking for the very unique spin. I've not seen that one before. You see people going for the whirly twirls. rare you see him use that particular axis. Didn't work out really, but they'll still get the disc back. And now Furcar, he's going to spin once again and get the goal. That's 4 points now for Galaxy.
Yeah, Furcar coming in strong with 9 points this entire match, really carrying himself up to the top there. We might be able to see him for the MVP, but it is Turbo's joust advantage once again. Coming out of here, now down by 4. It's going to go into Interceptor's hands and over to Red Ace, and maybe looking for that clear just before he might have gotten stunned, but Lucy Goosey's going to pick that one up, but try to send it out, but not quite working out as it gets sent back over into that top pocket.
Yeah, still 7 minutes left, and that's a very deep pass, nicely woven to Knife Rich. Knife Rich, all of the moves in the book before booking it for the 2. It's 6 points for Galaxy. It's very interesting watching this team because they've got the team play, but they're throwing in the Steez play as well, kind of an equal measure almost.
Yeah, they're also really just figuring out those intricate passing areas and looking for those open shots and open plays. Oh my gosh, and Red Ace with the little arm twirl glitch thingy. But it gets returned over to Furcar's hands and smacks it in for the 2 once again.
Yeah, it's 8 points. Really unfortunate there, kind of an unforced error based off maybe some tracking, it would seem. And those ones, it's kind of the case where you just got to shrug it off and wave it off. You know, it happens for better or worse. It'll happen now and then to both teams on any given game. So it's kind of, you figure by the end of things, it usually nullifies each other, but it doesn't feel good when it happens.
Yeah, I noticed that Furcar and Knife Rich are really taking those regrabs to their advantage and really just moving around the play quite fast, as we've seen before, but really speeding it up in these last minutes or so, as it looks like they're going to take it back once again and take their time again as well.
Yeah, I think you can see a lot of that aggression just in the midfield. Granted, right now it's kind of splitting off on the defense. Oh, what a move. Techno was, but what a recovery. Unguarded 4. Talk about on guard. He is always there in the goal. That was an amazing move from Techno, but even better from the defense of Unguarded.
Yeah, and almost going in there for that 3 off the back, but just barely missing it. Hit a hard angle, just made the disc go super straight and had no angle on it to make it bounce off the backboard. But maybe for the 3, but quickly taken back by Unguarded as blue team.
Hold on, that is almost into the goal. Ugh, those long-range bounce clears. Sometimes, man, right now it's just going to be a dunk instead, but that is 10 points up here for the side of Galaxy.
Yeah, and Furcar really driving that one into the back with that swoop dunk. Really majestic and well performed.
Yeah, absolutely. Call him your majesty. Yeah, that was King Furcar. Take that one to the audio bank. But over here, it's going to be over at the wedge, retaken maybe by Lucy Goosey trying to shield, but I like the discipline from Furcar, and you need to be disciplined to be a good leader, a good king. So well done to Furcar. Now recovering on the disc, trying to miss the defender, does so successfully. He's not a pretender. No, he's going to try and take it all by himself. What a greedy king, but a king nonetheless. It's 12 points for Furcar and Galaxy.
Yeah, and really pulling in 12-0. Really well played by Galaxy in this second round. Now we're just hoping that Turbo can get a couple points in here just to lessen the impact as they do try to send it up there, maybe for the clear or the pass, and just try to buy themselves some time to get it down onto Galaxy's side, but quickly stolen and sent all the way back out, but quickly recovered or intercepted by Interceptor.
Yeah, so that goes right back into the pocket here of the tunnel area. Unguarded 4 is there for the grab. So I think for their team here on Turbo, we saw it on some of their offensive jousts where they're kind of going for the stack breakage where appropriate. I think needing to focus that more here, as well as another recovery. Is it anchored in? Nope. But rebound certainly will be. Furcar really catching some fire here. That is a burning car through the lane. I mean, what's he up to now? 17 points, exactly.
Wow.
Well ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, that's definitely a carrier, if you will, carrying his team sort of, but quite a lot of help from his teammates just to get himself up there and open for this. Passes assisted by Knife Rich. Sorry, not assisted, but scored as he takes that one and smacks it in for the 3 right in that top pocket area.
Yeah, drops it in very nicely. 17 and maybe eyeing a mercy situation, unfortunately. So that is some tough turnarounds here in the second round. Couldn't really find that momentum. And just to go back to your point, definitely not a case of one player carrying the load or anything like that. I mean, you know, offensively, Furcar has been lighting it up, no doubt. But really, the team play is where it's all starting, because their positioning is getting them a lot of these intercepts. Their stacking is getting them a lot of these loose discs. Just like that, you see how, I mean, that's an incredibly fast stack that I've been seeing all day from Galaxy. It's really the team aspects that's enabling so many of these goals, you know, for the likes of Furcar.
Yeah, and also with their jukes, it doesn't seem that Turbo can figure out how to counter those, but looks like Knife Rich is going to take it in close, but going over unguarded and in for the 2. They needed a 3 to make the mercy, but still a little bit closer here, as it was assisted by Knife Rich and scored by Unguarded off the backboard as well.
Yeah, just kind of a tough game for them, unfortunately, but still just trying to stave off the mercy and see if they can get it done in that department. Again, just a tough game overall, but Galaxy, no doubt a strong team. They're one of those teams who have just constantly improved. And another reason why I'm excited, and I was excited to get on this stream and kind of see what they've done, what they've progressed with since I've seen them last and since I've streamed them last, because it has been a little while. And thus far, they are really showing that they've not stopped any of the momentum. They are one of those Season 1 teams who just really started putting it together, and in Season 2 looking better and better by the week.
Yeah, especially with some of these newer teams as well. They are really showing off and showing off who's boss coming through here, and maybe looking for this last 2-pointer, but quickly getting slapped out with these last seconds. That might be it. Preventing the mercy is exactly what they wanted, and might be exactly what they get, as it does get cleared out, and that is game. Unless Techno Wubs can get this one in these last couple of seconds, that would be nice, and there it is for the 3, lessening the impact. Techno's Wubs is, as it is now 19-3, game over, but Galaxy still coming out victorious with the double round win.
Double round win and the W. Not Andy, but the win. It's just a successful game for Galaxy, impressing here on the stream today. Rough goings for Turbo, but not indicative of their talent on the whole. Just one of those mismatches in this case. The rhythm wasn't quite there, and for Galaxy, the rhythm was very much there. Precise, fast, and accurate on the regrabs. They started off a little bit crazy with some of the Steez plays, but after a while they got it under control and started converting on those ones as well. So showed a lot of good things, and despite coming in here, you know, perhaps unfavored in terms of the rank and such, you know, Galaxy just showing that they are a strong team. Turbo just the same. I mean, connoisseur-wise, you were talking about how a lot of the time you see matches where connoisseur vote is really lopsided. For these two teams, wasn't actually the case. Slightly favored to Galaxy by a few votes, but nothing too dramatic. And yeah, the records, though, you know, kind of speak towards the progress and how well they've been doing. Galaxy now improving to 11-6. For Turbo, they'll go to 6-7, but still a respectable record, and they can still, you know, finish out their week and their season strong with an even or possibly a winning record. They've been a very impressive team in their own right, so would not be out of the question to see them have a much more successful return next time we get them streamed, which hopefully will be pretty soon. I don't want to go too long before I see these two teams again.
Yeah, I did have some technical issues there, but yeah, definitely a little bit favored on Galaxy's side coming into this match. I've never actually watched both teams in depth, but I thought it was going to be a close match here, but it looks like Galaxy was going to pull through that one with quite the big gap.
Yeah, so with that said, we got another match coming up in about 4 minutes from now, scheduled to start. So we will redirect to that, and we will be back pretty soon with your next matches, which is to say, not Fox Force, will be Cosmic Kitties and Amoeba, I believe. Although I'm getting, maybe I gotta just refresh. My name was off there for a minute. Nope. Okay, it's back. We're good. I thought something changed and no one told me. So yeah, we're good. Cosmic Kitties and Team Amoeba, they're coming up next. Over on Channel 1 as well, you got matches there for you, starting with Illuminati and Frostbite at the half-hour mark, and then another 30-some minutes from now, Synapse versus Kangarillas. So a lot of stuff coming up tonight. Stay tuned, and we will be right back. All right, hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Quick start here, because I wasn't sure if we were getting started. So I guess I will start off by saying I'm not quite 100% sure if this game is actually legal or not, because roster names don't match on Cosmic Kitty's side here. But that being said, we're going to go with it. I'm hoping they have at least 3 rostered members. We have Dirty Dan, Shakiri, CP Wines, Nico Inu. And they're going to go for this play here. So I'll try to mute their comms real quick. Sorry about that. And we're going to get started. But yes, I'm Palidore, being joined by Adamr.fly on the cast. And, well, how's it going?
Good, good.
Oh, good. All right. Well, that was easy. Team Amoeba here, though. They're going to collect this disc. It's Potts Paul. Not to be confused for Paul Potts, apparently, but they're going to go in the pot for the shot, but it's going to go right back out and outside the bubble where it's collected at the wall. Shakiri is there. Has it snagged once and twice as it's slapped backwards into the awaiting hands of Furion, who's going to tap off, look for the barrier pass. A little bit strong, and it's going to go to the side panel there. And some more slaps unfolding as these teams take position.
And you can really see them start to cover all over, which is really good because you really want to defend all your positions here, as it does look like they're going to be coming up here with no defenders on them. And for the nest, looking for the pass, but not quite accepting it as it bounces off that shoulder and gets cleared all the way back. Oh, all the way back out to Amoeba's side.
All right, well, into the pocket it goes, and Wines picking it up and has a lot of time to spare. You can hear some punches just unfolding in the background. Princess AG in there. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad to see you. I don't know. I've been trying to contact them. Not sure. Over here, though, trying to make contact with that pass. Nice shot there. Dirty Dan to Wines. They find the first 2 points in this round. But yes, Princess, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I pinged them in the Discord chat. Didn't really get an answer back, unfortunately. Now, you can kind of match a couple of the names there, like Nico and Wines are Cosmic Nico and Cosmic Wines on the site, but the other two I'm not quite sure of, so I don't know that they have 3 rostered members. Technically, they have 0 rostered members because their names don't match, but you know how it is. Anyway, game's continuing, so let's go. This is the first time Team Amoeba has been able to be streamed in the 2 weeks they've been here, and glad to see them as they try to find their first couple points.
Yeah, getting moved out. It looks like whoever that was, I didn't quite read his name perfectly, but taking that slap out of there and getting recovered by Shakiri, and now getting slapped all the way back out there. And quick with the regrabs, Dirty Dan is going to move down and looking for the 3-pointer, and there it is. Really centered as well, as you can see there. What a great shot! 19 meters thrown, 16 meters per second.
Yeah, that was right on in. They found their spot. They were centered, like you said. Found their zen. Gotta love it. Just a direct hit. And 5 points on the board for them. And rolling out now on offense, it's Liz, the developer, trying to find a pass way down the floor, maybe reaching eventually that boosted player here. It's Furion being stunned again and having it stolen by Shock.
Yeah, and now getting sent all the way back out into the pocket. It looks like it's going to be a challenge for the disc here. So it looks like List Developer is going to take that one out. Maybe look for that clear, but getting going a little bit south for them as it does get quickly into the top and back over to Shakiri's hands and back out. Now Hobbs on the road with the disc, taking in the left tunnel here, taking his time, looking for those passes maybe, looking for a passing play right up there to the top. Now getting pressured. Potts Paul looking for the point, but not quite getting it in.
Now, I like the passes that I saw there from Team Amoeba a few different times now. They've made some nice plays. A little bold on the shot. You know, anytime you take it out from a goalie, of course, the defense was pressuring heavily from behind. But I do like the ideas they're going for here on the passing play for Team Amoeba, trying to hold true to, you know, the team in their team name. And I like it so far, even though they are scoreless. They got a lot of time to get some on the board.
Yeah, now getting moved down into the pocket here. They might be looking for another passing play, maybe to get it in. But getting a little bit pressured here. Just going to get stolen out. And Shakiri is going to take that one and try to send it all the way out. But getting stuck in their pocket there is going to be a challenge for the disc, as it looks like Amoeba's going to take that one and try to make that pass over to the right side. Now moving over, getting very intense here. Getting close as he takes his time here. Moving up and trying to get to that pass, but quickly missed and re-intercepted by CP Wines. 18 now getting sent all the way out, getting dangerous into Amoeba's bubble here, but getting locked out of there. As Dirty Dan takes that one back and looking for that pass over to the center, and Potts Paul is going to take that one and try to send it back in. But oh my gosh, put a couple of dings there.
I can't believe that didn't get pulled in somehow. That grab was right around the post. The disc was just swirling around it, and then finally finding it nonetheless is CP Wines. But oh my goodness, that I have no idea how that didn't get in, because it was just it was rumbling on that pole. So that was a great save. Unfortunately, they still got scored on.
Yeah, those 2 minutes and 9 seconds were very intense there. Probably some of the most intense stuff that we've seen so far this game. Even though we're not too far into the game, still very excited to see this game roll out here.
Yeah, and still yet, I'm very impressed by Team Amoeba on their team play here. I mean, you know, score differential aside at the moment, they really are prioritizing a lot of the right plays, you know, going for the right ideas, which, I mean, I didn't know what to expect, because, you know, we have so many teams, so many new rookie teams this season. It's ridiculous, but in a very good way. It's just I don't know, you know, for a 2-week-old team, essentially, what their history is with Echo, and, you know, how long they've been playing and scrimming together, things like that. But they look for a new join into the season, late season. They're looking pretty cohesive. I like it.
Yeah, and now it looks like Shakiri is going to take that one and steal that and send it all the way back down. But it looks like Amoeba is going to get to that one first. Didn't quite see the name there, but getting quickly sent all the way back out. We're going to have to see what they're going to do here with that quick regrab down into the bottom. CP Wise is going to take that and look for the clear off to the right tunnel, but quickly getting recovered by Potts Paul. And now trying to juke out, get that stun, but quickly on his back. Dirty Dan is going to take that punch and smack him out there, and taking that disc once again. Trying to send it all the way back out.
Well, that being said, too, just going back, I mean, I haven't seen Cosmic Kitties in a while as well. They were here since the beginning of Season 2 and got some streams in there early on, but it's been a while, and it kind of was the same case for our last game there as well on stream, where, you know, just so many teams, it's hard to kind of find all of the matches you want to cast sometimes, but it's really good to see the progress here coming along for them. And, you know, Cosmic Kitties now trying to show up strong in this stream and defend against this drive from Team Amoeba.
Yeah, also, I don't know how long they've been playing for, but I'm guessing fairly newer, as I've heard pregame that they might be all-quest, an all-quest team duking it out, but maybe looking for that 3. Sorry, breaking up my conversation there, but yeah, it really goes to show what you can learn in just a couple of months in this game, and even just a couple of weeks.
It's pretty shocking. Is that what it almost drops from the 3 zone? But yeah, shocking just to see how fast the progression is when you're talking about just relative to teams and players who've been playing it for years and such. Just the amount that they've really shown in a short amount of time. Right there in no time at all, it's CP Wines from Dirty Dan, and they've got 9 on the board.
Yeah, so Amoeba might be able to take this one in for a couple of points here, but we might be able to see Cosmic Kitties taking another couple of points here and racking up those points once again and taking that W for the first round.
Trying to eye that. So off the stacks, there you go. I've also, another thing I've been impressed with, aside of the passes, these stacks here from Team Amoeba. They've been very, very strong as well. But yeah, just being shut out at the moment might not last too much longer. Now that is a bit of a rush shot there, unfortunately. So one of those particular occasions, one of the few occasions in this match where I can say maybe, yeah, with a little bit more time, there would have been some comms there and, you know, the chemistry and such. But still recovering, trying to send another one, and that's going to be out the bubble. Some aggressive defense this round as well, being played pretty well by Cosmic Kitties. Really all over these players as they approach the bubble.
You can see him in those last couple of shots take those backboard shots, which are kind of unique from the angles that they were hitting at, and it looks like they were getting close there, but not close enough, as it does get sent all the way back down into Amoeba's side and into Furian's hands and back all the way out, maybe looking for this first goal that I was talking about. Maybe bouncing right into the goal, but oh my gosh, getting super close there.
The second or third time today I've had a near heart attack on those ones where it looks like it's in and just barely off. 15 seconds left, still some time maybe to drop in a shot, but of course not wanting to concede any of that. There's still a goalie deep there in the bubble. Now diving out, slapping it through, and winding down this clock in the first round. That is a nice start here for Cosmic Kitties and Team Amoeba just the same. I think I'm interested to see how it goes in the second round for them and beyond, really, because I'm thoroughly intrigued, especially reading there from Venus Roses in there saying they're not even level 50 yet. Some of your players or all of your players. Either way, I'm not even kidding when I say that's pretty bonkers. That's ridiculous if you're not even – these players aren't even level 50 yet. That's silly in a good way. Like that – that's silly to me.
Yeah.
Not even being level 50 and looking like that. That's really good.
Yeah, I definitely don't think I was playing that well even before I was level 50, because I'm quite up there past the level 50 mark, and I'm almost just as good as these guys with their passes and their regrabs.
Sorry, well, I made a mistake because I was trying to, yeah, never mind. They're all level 50. Either way, though, it still holds the same. I mean, the amount of for a new team, new roster, been here for 2 weeks, I'm still constantly stunned by these players and by these teams, which is why I guess, like I mentioned earlier in the stream, right, you're seeing so many of these rookie teams, they're in gold, they're approaching diamond. I think 1 or 2 of them are in diamond, in fact, and it won't be that long before they're in master. And they're going to surprise and probably upset some people in more ways than one in the following seasons, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely surprising to see all those new teams rush in and come into the top ranks. I know there's a couple of really good teams like Gold Diggers. They're already platinum, or
yeah.
Sorry, not platinum, diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get them mixed up a little bit, but coming off the backboard, just not quite getting it in for CP Wines. But getting recovered there by Shakiri and trying to move it into the center, back to CP Wines, and back again to Nico, but
at least I believe. But even those back passes, you see what I mean? You know how long it took the original PC players, and granted, I know a lot of it is meta, figuring out the meta. You know, at this point, these rookie teams are coming into something that's already established as they try to establish themselves for a goal. But no, it's a stalwart save right in there from Liz, getting it right through. Now it's Hobbs on the road, trying to get it down the road. But you know how long it took just to establish some of these metas? I mean, we're talking many, many months, if not a full year, I feel like, into Echo's release. There was still – backpassing was still not a thing seen by all teams, per se. It was common 1 year down, but it was still kind of in the works. People were still trying to kind of figure that out. And you're seeing people after just, 2, 3, 4 months really putting it together fast. I love to see that.
Yeah, I mean, the strats and the metas were sort of handed to them. I mean, I don't mean to sound critical, but I remember I was always learning these new things pretty fast, just like them. Oh my gosh, but getting pretty close there.
Wow.
But yeah, you sort of you pick up after once in a while, after you play for quite a bit, and you pick up all the new strats and the metas, like you said. You really get to advance farther up, and you sort of get to move up just as skilled as any other team. But obviously, wisdom comes into this game as well, as it's just experience-wise. You have to figure out what sort of works for you and your play style. But yeah, it's all about learning.
Well, you see what they're doing here for Cosmic Kitties. Obviously, they're learning. They're putting it all together week by week since I've last seen them streamed. I mean, their defense here has been very, very good as well. You could see causing turnover there just a few moments ago in their bubble, purely because of the fact they were positioned so well. They're really focusing on that hard coverage. Now just going for the shot on the uncovered goal. Shakiri shocked the world. It's 3 points after a few minutes of play, 2.5 minutes of play in round 2.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Amoeba has figured out their play style and maybe adapted to the play and figured out how they pass around and some of their rollouts maybe. Yeah. It looks like that is gonna. Oh my gosh! But quickly getting the steal and sending it straight in. I didn't see any pop up on that, but
it was so fast it didn't even pop up. So you got to look at the barrier. But you know what? That was dirty, Dan. And it was Dirty Dan who shot that. That was a quick score. Blink of an eye. You missed it. They didn't, though. They hit it. That's 5 points now for Cosmic Kitties, and almost doing it again there. Look at that fast joust on defense. Wow.
Yeah, they definitely read that play from before, like I was saying, adapting to the play, but maybe looking for that 3. Sorry. But yeah, just really adapting to the other team's play. They recognized that they were coming in a little bit fast, so they had to get rid of the disc a little bit faster. And that's exactly what they did. But now getting turned back over onto their side, and Hobbs on the road, maybe looking to send that one back out, but quickly recovered by Shakiri and slapped back out by Hobbs, I'm pretty sure.
And just FYI to Venus Roses over there, as a shot just misses. Speaking of the level 50 stuff. Fun fact for you in just a second, as an anchored pass gets attempted, so Furion trying to find that one. Looks like he kind of had a weird a grab interaction on the wall, couldn't really lose the anchor, so tried handing it off. They'll still recover here. Potts is going to send it over to Furion, and a pass. Oh, what a beautiful cross down right below for that Duncan. Just a foot from that rim. Liz, the developer, off an excellent series of passes there from Team Amoeba.
Yeah, definitely learning everything, like we said before. Those amazing cuts, they had some great communication, I bet, coming into that. They just had him up on the right panel, and Liz coming in into the middle and looking for that cut, and looks like it worked out for them, as she or he, I don't know, probably she,
or could be just an actual lizard. Don't know.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, you saw the save that Liz got earlier, kind of like a lizard with their tongue, just stuck it out there. No, wait, that's a frog. Wait, no, lizards too.
Yeah, no.
I might be confused. No, either way.
I'm pretty sure frogs and lizards do the same.
Yeah, there you go. They did drop a player, however, right as that joust went off, it looked like, so I don't believe they got a restart. So they are facing this 3v4 situation. Highly unfortunate. Now, since the restart did occur, now it looks like one of the players may be trying to call for it or get their invite back. The rule being so, I don't know. I don't want to make a judgment because the crash occurred like right as the buzzer was going off, so I can't say for sure if it was before or after. But that changes how this is going to be handled, unfortunately. So I'm not really sure what they're doing. It looks like they're going to opt for the restart now, because the thing is, if the dropout had occurred before, but they didn't press the button in time, then after 45 seconds of that, it can still hit the restart, and then after like 45 seconds or so, you can have the other team restart. It's just, it's a little bit janky, I know. I kind of got to work with what we got in terms of timeout features or lack thereof, so just working with it. And even worse yet is because I can't really tell you when the buttons were hit yet. I know the API update coming soon are going to tell the spectators that. So, you know, the little things, they're coming. But for now, team's trying to figure this out.
Yeah, and actually, Cosmic Kitties could score up right now if they wanted to, because I don't think the restart button was hit, right?
Well, it looked like they were going for it. I mean, obviously play has stopped here. They're kind of messing around up high. And, I mean, let me see. Going into the tunnel here, they're trying to invite their player. You can tell that much was occurring. Now, this is a newer team, so that's the other thing as well. They may not be aware of the restart button, kind of the whole timeout initiation process, which is a thing of itself, which is always one of those things, you know, we wouldn't be the first team coming into the league this season to not be super clear on it, so I'm not going to rag too hard on it or anything, but, you know, these things happen, and it's a figuring out process. Hopefully they can figure it out.
I don't know where you are right now, but it looks like Cosmic Kitties were falling into pressure and maybe trying to score it in there just while they have the time. And it is a part of the rule book. I mean, you have to score, then hit the buzzer. So they could do that, then hit the restart. But you never know. The clock's ticking down right now, so I don't know if they want to hit the restart and reset the time, but I don't know if that's a part of the rules. And it looks like they do have a person back here.
There it is.
And it looks like they are going to hit the rematch.
All right, just had to leave us waiting a little bit, and just kind of anticipating it, and you know what? That's fine. We got our players back. Hopefully they got note of the time. It looked like they may have, so they're resetting it to something here. I'm going to go actually check my replay real quick just to make doubly sure when everything happened there. It looks like the last score occurred at 5:50, was 5-2. And then the crash occurred probably 15 seconds-ish after that. So, I don't, roughly 4:40. Yeah, exactly. There you go, 4:45. So there you go. They were on top of it all along. They fooled us.
Yeah, and just talking about the game or this round right now is that you can definitely see a change in score right now. But not a full big change, but definitely some sort of change, as it would be Cosmic Kitties crushing up on them right now. But if the rounds were identical, but it's definitely not, as we can see. Definitely Amoeba has put on some great defense and offense, scoring it in there. And now still 5-2. But yeah, really well played by both teams in the second round.
Yeah.
But yeah, it could be taking something back here, maybe bringing it into round 3 with still 4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the match. But we're just gonna have to find out.
Yeah, and I'm excited to do so. Now, once more, there is another match scheduled to start at the top of the hour, which is to say it will be delayed. It looks like it's going to be scheduled to be. Wow, they even got the disc in the right. That never happens. I'm thoroughly impressed with the Cosmic Kitties, if nothing else. Not only set the time exactly right, they set the disc in the right place. Unbelievable. Anyways, good job on their part. I'm a proud caster, if that is such a thing. Will be. Anyways, Technique versus Baked is scheduled to start sometime soon. If they happen to be here in the chat listening, if you guys both agree to wait, then we'll be glad to still cast you after this one. That said, a very nice goal underhanding hit is Hobson. Hobbs on. There you go.
Hobbs on. I don't remember if it was Hobbs that crashed or somebody else, but definitely coming in right off the bat and scoring that too. Now a 1-point game here in this last 4 minutes.
Yeah, so on this joust now, I mean, it's close match here in the second, and gonna take that disc here and launch out. Try to push up their lead a little bit more. Shot Kiri trying to duck on through, send it to the opposite side. Some great positioning here from Kitties. And Cosmic Kitties now backing it out. So again, great positioning, great meta-style play. Call them the meta Kitties. And now it's going to be a nice shot from Shot Kiri. And that's a 3-point lead favoring them now, and maybe looking to sweep here.
Yeah, now 7-4 with still plenty of time to come back here with a 3-pointer. Although we've never seen a 3-pointer from them this round or this game, I believe. But we might be able to see them take this one again with those speedy regrabs coming down here. It looks like it is going to be sent all the way back down and challenge for the disc, but it looks like Cosmic Kitties is going to take that one back.
Yeah, they'll have an angle perhaps at the open goal. It will be a tough shot fading in the opposite direction there, kind of to the opposite side, but will be grabbed by Liz, the lizard, the frog. Don't be mad. But Liz, just the disc sticking to the hands quite often, doing a nice job defensively. It will be Potts Paul, though, doing a nice job to get a clear. And they're going to still be in this one, and they don't necessarily need a 3. They haven't had one yet, you're correct. But, you know, 2.5 minutes, that's a lot of time just to score two 2-pointers. I mean, if they go for this one, now that's a bold shot now. Very well done on that pin-off from Nico.
Wow.
And, yeah, right back to Liz.
Oh my gosh, and dropping the disc there is now a jumble. I don't know what I'm saying.
Jambalaya, my favorite food.
Jambalaya.
One of my favorite foods. Fun Pally fact. Oh, that reminds me, to Venus in there. The fun fact, I was Echo's first level 50 back in 2017. Took me, I think, 3 days or so.
3 days?
3 days, yeah.
Wow.
So talk about, you know, no life in Echo. I understand. It was a few years ago for me, but I understand. Anyway, over to the opposite end. That's going to be a deep clear. It has a chance, actually. Oh, my gosh. That's the 4th heart attack nearly had by me on the cast tonight. And that's going to be a shot winded, but found here by Paul. Right off that rebound, and then back to Dirty Dan. But Dirty Hand losing it now through the hands, but off the pole again. Gonna roll to the trench. And my goodness, is this a flurry or what?
Wow, that is just insane. I've never seen so many close calls in just one, like, couple of shots there. But yeah, that was quite the round off there, as it looks like it's going to be recovered back into Liz's hands as it's sent over to the left, but with the missed pass and the collection by Dirty Dan, he's going to scoop that one up the back into Liz's hand for the 3, and that's exactly what they wanted here. Now a tie game, 7-7. We might be able to see Amoeba come in for the win in this round and bring it into round 3.
What a shot from Liz, the developer. No longer a lizard. No, you are a developer indeed. Develop that shot with a thing of beauty. That was so clutch. You saw the fist pumps, the celebrations. That's what I love about Echo, is you can see all that physicality, all the cheer, and all of that. Just fantastic play. That said, that's going to go off that wall there in really dangerous territory here as we wind down the round, and the goal is a little bit open. They're going to go for it, and it's smoking hot. It's Shaqiri, and they shock them with that finishing goal.
Oh my gosh, and Cosmic Kitties not letting up. Just see that three-pointer, not letting it go, and coming back strong with another three-pointer right under that right boot as well. Really well played, well coordinated, and well performed.
Oh, wow. What a finish that was. Oh man, that is tough. Tough for Team Amoeba. That just heroic 3 from Liz, and then right back at him though. Shock, showing that, you know, they're just ready to shock. They're ready to hunker down, buckle up, and do what they needed to do. They found that narrow window that was open for them, and they shut it with that great shot. But that was an entertaining match. I am supremely impressed with both teams for multiple reasons. Want to shout their praises for several minutes here if I could, but we do have another game coming up, so we got to redirect really quickly here. But yeah, if you have any final thoughts or want to read the stats off while I get into the next game, Adam, you can do that. I'll be muted for the next minute.
Yeah, they hit the rematch, so I can't read off the stats. I wish I could, but yeah, that was absolutely insane game. So many intense and close calls. It was just all around a great, well-played game. Coming back there, my heart was beating when it turned 7-7, and then like right when it turned back to 10-7, I knew there was not that much hope left, with only going to be 1 second left in that match. But definitely well played by both teams. And Cosmic Kitties coming in with the first round and coming in a little bit harder in the second round, but just barely pulling it off, as we almost saw that third round there. But yeah, definitely really, really well played.
Yeah, absolutely. And match is available for you on Atlas. Meanwhile, we're going to go to the briefest of intermissions, and we're going to be right back with your next match around the corner. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in a hot second. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I told you we'd be back mighty soon. And that we are. So we're getting ready again for yet another stream here. Exciting in Echo Arena, VRML Season 2. This is Week 8 on the casting booth. Still yet, I'm Palidore. Still yet, it's Adamr.fly. And were those some fly matches we just saw, or what?
Yeah, absolutely. So intense there in that last match. If you want to go check it back, I would definitely recommend it. It was quite the intense match, and really, really fun to cast.
Yeah, I want to see. I'm hoping to get some more streams on them soon. There's so many teams, so it's kind of hard to. It's like at any given night, there's always some teams I'm not streaming that I wish I could, and it makes me feel all bad. But I really enjoy. It's my favorite part of casting in Season 1 and Season 2 now. Just getting to see the progression. You know. Also the personalities, like we're seeing right now. Oh dear. great to see on that note, Mort making his grand return. Now, granted, he's been playing here in VRML now for some weeks, but I just haven't been able to cast one of his matches yet. But Mort, another veteran player coming back in, as well as Mo Jolly there. Great to see. Mo Jolly kind of breaking her neck a little bit, but I think she's okay. These teams, they're okay. I'm okay. We're okay. Twitch chat, you're okay. By the way, thanks for the compliments there from Venus there and Bay saying good games earlier. And also, yes, correct. I think it was 3 days on level 50, just to make a delayed answer to your question from like 10 minutes ago. Might have been 3 days, might have been maybe 4 or 5, I'm not sure. But it was 3 or 4, I want to say, and it was, what was it, 32 some hours, I think? More or less, I don't know. I posted it on the Discord at some point when I actually did it, and there was like screenshots, so I'm sure I can dig for it, but it's been a while. I can't remember these specifics now.
Yeah, I know it took me a little while to get to level 50, probably because I wasn't playing too consistently, but Michael VR is definitely super fun, and I like to play it a lot. I think it's one of my go-to games when I just hop on my VR. I don't usually play anything else but Echo VR, but yeah.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I saw some of it in the celebrations, those on those goals, and even here in the pregame, seeing the players kind of dancing around and having fun. It's another one of the best parts about VR and about Echo VR, especially, is just that you do really see the body language from these teams. You really see the intensity, the celebrations, all the different moments. It makes for fun times. And now, first launch out and underway here as Baked coming in. Excited to see them as well as Technique for the second day in a row, I do believe. So here we go.
Yeah, and coming down, Prime's going to take that one, take his time down in the bottom of the trench there, maybe looking for a pass or a play here, as Mort receives that one and sends it back over to Kaladin, and off the back, and in for the goal, but no, just getting fumbled around there in the back there, as they try to send it back out, but quickly received by Prime, once again looking for that pass over to Mo Jolly, in for the goal. Wow.
Yeah, first drive, nice from Mo Jolly there to get it through the defense, but Purple Mikey in the goal also doing a great job to hold it strong on that first attempt. You know, Mo Jolly, another veteran player who's definitely famed for the great goalkeeping skills, kind of being shown some on the side there of Purple Mikey, but then right back, clapping back and getting that second shot to go. So gotta love that kind of, I don't know if you call it a rivalry really, but just, you know, it's fun to watch how two goalkeepers handle each other, because it's such a interesting part of the game that's a little bit more foreign to me. It wasn't always my best skill set. So it's interesting to watch goalies and just how they kind of mentally break each other down, especially when they're on offense for a change and stuff like that. It's fun.
Oh my gosh, and yeah, coming in really close there for that that two-pointer, but quickly dinging it off that right post, and now getting sent all the way back into the neutral islands there. It looks like Hollow is going to take that one first, and maybe look for that clear up to the back, and over into G-Dog's hand, and try to smack it in, but not quite, as it does tries to send it back out, but now just a game of ping pong. This really just getting juggled around as G-Dog 222 takes that one again and takes his time and sends it back down to Hollow, and getting close into the bubble here, looking for that cut pass or into the goal, but no, just barely losing it a little bit as it gets lost behind the goal, and now getting fumbled all over the place as it gets knocked off his head. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh geez, dog. What is this? This is ridiculous right now. That's going to fumble around some more. Gets stuck in the hand of G-Dog, so trying to go fetch that bone. Good dog, but no, sorry, that's reserved for 5 spotted. Nonetheless, on the spot, off the shots, will be Mo Jolly slapping it through. This is an unbelievable flurry that's been happening here for the last 45 seconds or so now. And finally, a clear. Maybe some time to breathe.
Yeah, and definitely getting cleared up there, but it looks like G-Dog's going to take that one and try to send it back, but once again, just a game of ping pong. Oh my gosh, but gets stunned out, and it looks like Quantum's going to take that one and try to send it back out, and that's exactly what he's going to do for the three-pointer, but bouncing around a little bit and not quite getting the best angle there, as it looks like Prime's going to recover that one and try to send it out before he gets stunned, but quickly recovered by Quantum. Oh my gosh, and just a bunch of really close shots here, and once again getting stolen.
It got stealed. I don't know. Quantum Realm, well, now it got stalwarted, and now it's going to be the shot, not thwarted by Prime on the goal. So great job from them. As was that a flyby there? Like I said, love the physicality. But that's 4 points here, going the side of Orange and Baked, and they're looking appropriately pretty hot there on the stacks, and then just getting that shot.
Yeah, I really just floated up right to the front of the goal and saw the open opportunity. And sometimes it's a mental part that the actual body of the player isn't actually there and can't block your shot. It's only the heads and the hands. So he definitely moved that out of the way and saw the shot right in between his torso there, and just smacked it right into the front.
And that's going to be smacked right to the midline, and once more back into the midline. Eventually finding it is Quantum Realm. He is going to go for a deep clear. Now needs to look for the boost. It's going to be a bit off there on that clear. And recovered here by Mojolly. Also, what's up to KBR Plays. Sorry, I know I'm late again. All over the place today, but try to be keeping up with the Twitch chat as I can. So thanks for joining, and to everyone here. And also Shock Kiri following. Good, very, very good games we just saw from you. Nice shot there. And welcome to the stream. And enjoy the VOD whenever you watch it. We enjoyed streaming and casting it. Mort here, looking for some goals.
Yeah, now bringing it out into the outside of the bubble. I'm trying to cross it in, but nobody there to receive his pass, as looks like Prime's going to recollect that one and try to send it into Mort. Mort off the backboard and into the goal off the back. That was most impressive, yeah. Especially with the quick decision making. As he really popped up there. Are you going to go in the front? Are you going to go in the back? And he stuffed it right into the back.
Yeah, went off the back Mort, as we do get a restart here. So, timeout on the way, it would seem. Once more, not quite sure who initiated or what the issue might have been, but nonetheless, I'll go check on the pings and see maybe if that could be related. Well, it looks like that might be the case. Indeed. Yep. Although, okay, now it's just 999 for 2 of their players, which usually, or at least a lot of the time, that does happen when you go into your Rift dashboard there, but your Oculus Dash. So, not sure if that's all crash related or what exactly the issue is, but obviously something going on for the side there of Technique. So hopefully they can get that addressed before too long.
Yeah, usually I don't play Rift too often. I didn't know that there was actually a issue when you open up your dashboard. But yeah, very interesting.
Well, I think that's a Quest thing more so than Rift. I believe, like, it's not. Yeah, I don't think it's kind of misleading on the scoreboard when you look at the ping. But usually, you know, if you open up the dash, it'll have like a little spike there, but it's not. It's kind of a false positive of sorts. But that said, I mean, obviously the restart occurred and 2 players are gone, so there's some sort of issue there as we get Prime. Oh, waving towards the cameras. Hello. nice to see you here on Primetime TV. It's Mort. Yeah, it's Jolly. Oh my, what a folly. They're going for all of this dance, and oh golly.
Palidore with the rhymes. Always.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mambo number 5.
What I was gonna say is that I know that, or I have both Quest and Rift, and I know that the homes are completely different, because in Quest you go into a completely different room and you just get exited out of the match and your arms go all weird and stuff. But on Rift you just open up a little tab and it's, everything is still transparent. So yeah, on Quest when you open up the tab it might have a little spike there, but who knows?
Who knows? All I know is I'm thoroughly entertained by our halftime show from Mort. So I guess this is an appropriate time once more to shout out Mort and how good it is to see Mort back in Echo and back in competitive play, back on a cast. I mean, I've casted Mort before, but that was way back in Pete's League, maybe preseason. I feel like he might have been there initially, but either way, coming back here in Season 2 finally, and glad to see him. Everyone was kind of encouraging Mort, among other players, to come back into the game, and, well, there you go. You got called out, buddy, but I'm glad to see you.
Yeah, but talking about the score right now, it looks like Baked is going to come in strong with 6 points on the board in 2 minutes and 40 seconds. If they can keep this up, they might be able to get to 10 points here and secure the W for this round. But on the other hand, Technique might be able to pull off something new and maybe rack up 2 3-pointers here, as we've seen very close shots, but missed shots close to the goal. But we're just going to have to find out as this game rolls out.
Yeah, and in the meantime, I mean, we got the 4 players all back in, so that's a good sign. Pings look acceptable on the whole, and I'm hoping that maintains here. A quick shout out, by the by, to our sponsors, of course, and Pro2 VR, VR Cover, Rebuff Reality, Fix Gaming, and VRware.net, as well as Morton Salt. Just kidding, but Mort there, blocking the scoreboard. Oh boy.
That'd be amazing if a actual like food company or somebody else sponsored us. Then in LAN matches or local matches, just support us with food. That'd be cool.
Oh, look at that. Look, scoreboard is Mort approved. Now, that's very cool. He likes what he's seeing. I like what I'm seeing. Kaladin, thumbs up to Kaladin, right? Yeah. I like Kaladin because it's vaguely like Paladin, which is vaguely like Palidore, which is just a roundabout way of saying I really like myself. But let's see. Well, now, don't want to give you guys too much focus. Your egos are going to get just gigantic. So let's see what's going on in the blue zone. No, some wing flapping here from Quantum Realm. Purple Mikey swiping through the tablet there. You got some extendo arm and maybe trying to figure out the rule set here. And I think on that note, they do have them set. So we're good to go. Now I don't have to sing Mambo on karaoke like I was about to do. All right, here we go.
Yeah, jumping right back into this match. Let's see if they got the positioning right. And it looks like they did, as it is on Technique's side.
Always love it when they remember that. That's twice in a row. That never happens, but I'm glad they did. Yeah. So here we go, 6-0. And Purple Mikey now rolling out with G-Dog attached, now detached, and now snatched over on the other end. But right past his hands and back to the side of Kaladin and Baked.
And now getting moved over. Looks like Technique might be first to that one. As Quantum Realm picks that one up and looks for the pass back, but not quite working out as it gets lost there in the neutral islands. And it looks like Kaladin is going to take that one first and send it all the way over, maybe for the pass over to Prime, but not quite working out as they try to get these passes into the bubble, but getting recovered by G-Dog and sent all the way back out. And getting sent up to the top there as it gets once again recovered by Kaladin.
Man, a brutal train of stuns. You see that 3-stack kind of getting back here on the defensive end, but as they flew through, they punching out players left and right there, and now taking control of the disc by that wedge. Mo Jolly just beyond the reach is going to be able to get there with about a second to spare before being stunned. But okay, 2 good things on that. 1, great man-v-man defense there from Hollow, getting that clear now based off that. But 2, you also love the comms. Obviously coming through for Baked. I mean, Mo Jolly got that disc, immediately knew where to place it on that pass, and now it will be covered off by a power dunk from G-Dog. That was mean.
Yeah, G-Dog coming out of the fog and into the goal. Is it me?
Oh no, just
okay.
I'm not used to other people throwing in the rhymes. I know I told you to earlier though, so I can't be mad.
Yeah, but they're gonna get their first 2 points for their side. But quickly back up against the ropes, if you will, as Mort takes the swim back into the bubble and in for the goal, but just quickly taken out and sent back out. As it gets moved over, and Prime recollects that one and sends it down to the right. Oh, what happened there? I think it might have bounced off, but G-Dog nonetheless recovering that one and trying to send it all the way back down, maybe looking for a lucky bounce off the back, but not quite at the right angle, and quickly getting recovered. But oh my gosh, just a bunch of missed shots here. Just not quite working out for them.
Yeah, not so much, but there were some nice saves there on the other end. Purple Mikey, again, that's as I mentioned, we had a couple streams in a row couple days in a row, that is, for Technique. We've seen them. I've seen them recently. Just casted them, I believe, yesterday. But yeah, Purple Mikey both times showing some very good defensive prowess. Always impressed by players who can do that. Right now, I'm just going to be impressed with that goal from G-Dog, because G-Dog is starting to catch a little fire himself. Now they're within 2 points based off those back-to-back goals.
Yeah, they might be able. Are we still in the first round? I think we're still in the first round, right?
Yes.
Okay. I've guessed so many games. I don't know what's what.
Then with the restart
yeah.
sometimes, but yeah.
Yeah, we might be able to see a overtime here, just the way that they're playing. Our Quantum Well might be able to take this 3-pointer into the goal off the backboard, but not quite working out as Kaladin takes that one and smacks that one back down.
All right, so Prime with that disc, and the meanwhile that stack from behind delayed once, not twice, so they're going to get there first. It looks like it's still overshooting it, but getting it regardless. Now they have some back pass options and going to it, and that's one of the things I pointed out in some of the earlier streams as well. You know, where you'll just see teams, you know, up the ladders, and with those experienced players definitely prioritizing more and more those kind of backouts. That said, oh, it's not going to pay off that time. Miscommunication, looking like weren't aware of the disc coming towards them, trying to go for a clear and boost maybe. And that is an unfortunate turnaround, because now it's back up to a 4-point lead, and a dangerous mistake with 1 minute left.
Yeah, now down by 4, Technique is, and we might be able to see him pull off something new here, as it looks like it's going to go into Purple Mikey's hands, and tries to send it back out, but Mo Jolly is going to quickly recover that one as they try to send it out and into the goal. Mort is coming out of trenches and into the goal.
All right, well, Mort adding a little extra ice, which seems a little counterproductive to the whole baked theme, but nonetheless, cooling it down and icing him out, and 11-4 in this first round. Technique, though, still a chance maybe at one more quick goal, and of course, knowing the talent level of their players, we'll see what round 2 holds for them.
Yeah, and Technique's clears aren't quite working out for them, as well as they're just barely clipping onto some of those geos and walls and not really helping them out in any way. As we saw in that last clear, it just barely bounced off that top lip of the neutral area and bounced into the left tunnel, which is not helpful towards them, because it's probably not going towards their rollout. Unless it was intentional, then that's quite a impressive, unique rollout. But yeah, it looks like Baked is going to take that win.
Yeah, at least in the first round. Technique here trying to come back and offer something in the second as they just regather themselves. And again, in terms of, you know, favorability, you have Baked here coming in 6-2. You have Technique at 8-8. So Baked coming in a little bit late into the season. You know, I look down the list here of Technique's games, and they have just a ton of matches, you know, pretty much from dating back to the beginning of the season. Whereas for Baked, this will be their 9th match. So a successful record, already finding themselves in the gold division with their roster here of, you know, experienced players, especially between, you know, Mort and Mo Jolly. And Prime, I do believe, I'm not as familiar with Kaladin, but certainly am now thanks to some of the dancing and stuff in the tunnels before. But definitely a big test of a game here for Technique, and yeah, just so far having a tough going of things, but might not last all too long because, like I said, they've still been strong on the whole in the season. So round 2 could be theirs. We'll see though.
Yeah, and it looks like the favorites are not contradicting. Excuse me. That Baked is at 6 favorites and Technique is at 3. Maybe just coming out of the box, they could have predicted that, but also maybe by watching some of their streams, some people could understand how they play and maybe how they might play together.
Yeah, that's definitely a factor, and like I said, why I'm always so interested in seeing these matches, especially in teams that I haven't streamed or casted much myself or watched too much, just because of all the numbers of teams we're dealing with this season. So it's fun to see how these teams adjust and how they deal and how their meta is maybe unique to others, because there's a lot of obviously similarities in the meta. That's why it's meta, but you'll still see, based on different rosters and kind of styles, little added pieces of flair to each team's style of gameplay. And that's one of those curiosities that I like to watch.
Yeah, now moving dangerous into the bubble there, but quickly recovered by Paladin and moved over to Mort. And now Mort sending it up into the top trench, but bouncing down and just quickly getting out of their path. But Prime's gonna send it all the way back down there, and now juking him out on the floor, maybe looking for a pass over to the left, but not quite the most accurate of passes, as it does get recovered or turned over into Technique's hands. And just, it looks like Technique isn't quite getting those links up fast enough to get down to their clears. But definitely Baked is gonna have those faster regrabs as we've already seen before. But still 0-0. We might have to see something new here, as it looks like it almost went into the goal, but not quite.
Some of these grabs and these boosts are pretty ridiculous. It's going back and forth. You're seeing a good mix of the stacks, the stuns, but also sometimes the lack of stuns. Purposely, that is to say, discipline. I mean, it's a lot of these boosts, these tap boosts, and look at that. I mean, these regrabs almost too fast for their own good, but just a nice regather. And that was again phenomenal stacking here from the side of Baked. But I mean, both teams doing good on the speed end of things, as Quantum takes that play away, and now maybe trying to find a bit of slowdown after all of that flurry and disarray.
Yeah, really just taking his time in the tunnel, as it looks like it is going to be pretty packed in defense back there, as Mojali sort of comes in a little bit, and maybe looking for that back pass, but was already covered there, and looking for that pass in, but now getting it recovered and into the goal maybe. But oh my gosh, Mort coming in clutch, and Mort having some more goals as he takes that slap into the goal.
Yeah, so 2 points finally. Took a couple minutes, but got a score there for Baked in the second round. And there you go. I mean, right back on the board, and see if they can build on that. Uh-oh.
Yeah,
bit slow on the launch. Bit slow on the throw. Got some issues there, but they eventually get it through.
Definitely wasn't expecting that, as it goes all the way back and maybe coming in for the regrab, but not quite there. But yeah, I don't know if that was a missed headbutt or a unique rollout. I guess we'll never know unless we see it again.
We're trying to see their teammates there, trying to pass it through. Again, more of the clutters unfolding, some brawls going through. That's going to be a back pass and a very wise move, because when you see those instances where it does get very clustered up and very tense and aggressive, and where you feel like you have no time to work with, once one of you are able to get control, just back passing out will be great to reset the mentality, just kind of be offered the ability to breathe, and then say, okay, now let's get our positioning straight and execute some passes, and now find our goals. Oh, there they go. It's Mo. Jolly. And somehow I lost my UI, I'm just realizing. Whoops-a-daisy, it's back. You're welcome, stream, for whatever that was.
Yeah, but what a fast shot there off that left post. It really well played. Just saw that pass, moved it over, and saw that open goal, and took it in.
All right, so
now coming out.
Another slow. It looks like maybe another restart being communicated. I can only imagine these teams looking like they're unmuting each other. I mean, on the bright side, maybe I can hope this means some more Macarena or something, but otherwise, looks like something trying to be communicated with varying degrees of success or lack thereof. As Mojali goes for the mean stun, the casual shot. I have some doubts that will count, but I guess we'll see, because I have no idea what's being talked about right now.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if the restart button was hit, so if they do not click it, then I guess the game still rolls on.
It's Schrodinger's button. We have no idea. There you go. So it was hit. It was hit, I guess.
Okay. So maybe just wasn't quite communicated well. Maybe not seen. And that's just, it hurts sometimes when you wanna have a restart, but the other team doesn't cooperate well, or just doesn't see it. Then you sort of have to go on with it. But I'm guessing that point did not count, as we see there. Baked coming in with still 5 points in this match.
All right, Mort, spotlight's on you. Or are you too tired out to dance? Don't wear yourself out now. But that being said, see Kaladin there in the chat. So yeah, each team gets 1 timeout per match per team. 1 tech timeout, that is to say. Between rounds, like after round 1's over, after round 2 is over, teams can also, if they wish, take 5 minutes between rounds. It doesn't count as like a tech timeout. It's just kind of a standard timeout. But if it's like mid-round, yeah, each team gets 1. So if this is their 2nd timeout for technique, then technically would not be a valid one. Which apparently is the case, and in which case I would try to communicate that with the teams in the game first, since you guys are kind of in there in the same lobby. Try and work that out. If you can't really come to a agreement or conclusion, open a ticket. I guess over there in the support channel, and a mod can communicate with a league mod can communicate with the players there. Ideally, we'll get it settled. Yes?
I don't know if you're seeing this, but Mort's dancing around a little bit.
Oh, yeah, of course. Mort showing a little bit of the moves. I think looking a little bit more casual about it, not giving it quite as much oomph, which I could understand. You want to finish out the game with full energy. That said, having a miniature seizure there. Kaladin just shaming him. Put some energy into it, Mort.
Come on,
Shame
you're on
you.
live TV.
Dude, this is your re-stream debut, at least with me casting. Oh yeah, that's right. Now, if you lose this match, it's not because I told you to go too hard dancing. Just remember that. Oh.
We gotta put on
Pulling him in?
music.
Pulling him in. Okay, I'm gonna do away with the UI.
Oh wait, no, I didn't miss it.
Remind me to put this UI back, otherwise it's going to be terrible later on.
Aw, he's crying.
That's all right. We like sadness on stream. Wait. Never mind. That's just my household. Anyway, Mort here is gonna go over there, reeled in by Kaladin. Look at that. Baiting the fish.
He caught a big one. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Indeed. Oh, what happened with the scoreboard there? Anyways, looking like now another player dropped out on the side of technique, so I'm not sure if this is going to be another one of those streams that just have an awkward kind of unsatisfying conclusion. I hope there's no issues, but well,
it looks like somebody else on Baked is
hold on,
a little high as well.
A little what now? Anyway, over there, Owen Hollow in the chat saying, switching servers. Gotcha.
Didn't even realize that reference, but yeah. I just saw Mojolly jump up there a little bit, so I don't know if didn't know what was happening.
All right, well, you know, we're gonna make like Doja Cat and roll with the punches. Oh, wait, I think that's the wrong lyric actually. There's no punch. Well, anyways, whatever the case is, TikTok, the clock is running. We're gonna try and switch servers here, and that's, I suppose, fine if both teams agree. Again, it's kind of tricky because the tech timeout thing. I don't really. Granted, I didn't look at the pings, but I didn't see anyone over 150 sustained, anyways. But then again, I wasn't paying attention that much, so hey. All right, well, I'm gonna keep my windows open, looking for a re-invite here, and yeah, just bear with us. Which is to say, we're still here. Don't worry, but I'm just getting a drink. But yeah, I think. By the by, I don't know how the progress is going, but on Channel 1 we do have games going on there as well. I think maybe got off to a little bit of a late start with Kangos versus Synapse, perhaps, but that may very well be currently streaming if you want to go roll the dice and check out that channel while we rearrange ourselves on this one. I hope. All right. Well, anyway, Isaiah in there, which is to say, Isaiah had that's Mort, right? I think. Am I correct? I believe that's Mort's account. Instead of I'm confused while we are switching servers. Is this in the rules? I have plans. Yeah. So that's the thing. If no one was above 150 or like a sustained 150 ping, then then no, there's not, like, there's no server switch required or anything to be addressed in that manner, because again, it was in the middle of the round there, so it's not a can't take timeouts in the middle of rounds unless there is a ping issue, in which case then it goes to a up to 15-minute timeout where you can find a sub player to address pings. So if that was the case, let me know. I wasn't actually paying huge attention to the ping towards the end there. If it's, so they're saying it's spiked to 200. So yeah, if it's a spike, it doesn't. It basically has to be 150 sustained ping or like average ping. So if it's spiking every now and then to above 150, that in itself isn't necessarily a enforceable issue. I mean, dependent of course, but if it's just occasional spikes, that's one thing. But if it's to the point where it's very frequent, it's sustained, and it's kind of averaging out to be around 150, then that's when you can, initiate tech timeouts for getting a sub or switching servers or things like that. But as far as doing it in the middle of a match, that's a little bit tricky. In the middle of a round, that is to say. So I don't know. Just rolling with it. Give me a moment. Why don't you sing them a song, Adam, while I type at some people in Discord?
Well, I can't sing, but I could maybe bring up the Renegade. I don't know. Will we get copyrighted?
Yep, probably. So
we will. Okay.
I wouldn't. But in that case, so this is where it'd ping one of the teams and one of the mods and such in chat. Again, I can't. I'm not technically a league moderator, a governing moderator, but that's more like a mod of the mods in a sense across all the VRML games, not necessarily league specific. So
I can sing the Renegade, sort of. I mean, there's not really any lyrics to it.
Yeah, it's more of a feeling than a lyric, I guess. But if a person could sing a vibe, I guess it might be you. All right, well, in any case, I do have another invite. I mean, I guess they're rolling with a switch, but bit of a complicated situation on that note. Like, I think trying to comply, it would seem, is baked, but barring any rule-breaking ping issues, very unusual and not necessarily allowed type thing, since everyone was in the middle of the match and within the ping limits, I think. But that said, it's on Atlas for you if you want to go hit that up real quick, Adam. I'll have to rejoin here in a second as well. But we'll roll with it. Roll with it. Venus Rose is saying see, that's much more distinguished. I like Palidad. It's a little awkward. It's a little. I don't know how to feel about Palidad. Like Shock here. There you go. See, but Palifather. That's much more like, oh yes, I'm Palifather. Listen to me, children. Yes. All right, we're back in the game now on that note, and I think we're ready to go. I'm gonna ping these teams once more over in the chat just to.
I am in, by the way, if you wanna delete the Atlas link.
All right, sounds cool. Actually, maybe they heard me in the stream, so they got the one ready up there already. Ready already.
Coolio. Uh-oh.
And yes, the overlays, I should probably get that up in a second. But one sec.